I'm 17 years old. In a day in the life, I'll probably be waking up around 5:30 to go to the gym, and then coming back home around 7-ish and getting ready for school.
I'm very impressed because we're the parents, but Corinne is a perfectionist. She wakes herself up, she makes herself breakfast, she goes to the gym. I really don't know where that comes from, so it must be from her dad.
Everyday life with the Moffetts is very fortunate. And we feel that because we've been so fortunate that we're happy to be able to share with others some of our good fortune.
Life at home with my mom and dad, it's pretty normal. I come home from school, my mom and I cook dinner, and that's always so much fun because I love being creative in the kitchen. I don't necessarily like to follow a cookbook. I like to kind of come up with my own recipes. And
Corinne is a very easy child. She loves to bring us together as a family, love to cook together. Corinne is a great companion. She never really gets mad, and that's really important for a mother and a daughter.
Younger, like I knew I had something, and my mom would always say like special, like you're so special, and like you have all these beauty marks. And my mom would always call my birthmark cafe au lait spots, and like I drank coffee milk as a child, so I'd be like, yeah, like the coffee, you know, I had that on my body. My parents definitely treat me like a normal kid. Like I grew up with my brother, we were always treated the same. Like I never even really knew that I had I knew I had neurofibromatosis, but I didn't really know what it meant. So I just, you know, I was always treated normally.
Corinne learned at an early age, first grade, that things just didn't come easy for her. When her friends could read a story once and go out and play, she'd have to read the story 7 times. And so she just learned that from first grade. If she wanted to be at the top of her class, she really needed to work hard.
Corinne was born with NF array. Began quickly on a crusade, trying to help fight this incurable disease.
Like the last few years, like when getting like my migraines and stuff, that gets a little frustrating, but it's something that like everyone has their own thing they have to cope with, and I guess that's just mine that I have to battle. I'm proud to be ambassador because of all the hard work that the foundation is doing and all the volunteers that are working to end NF, and I'm just so glad that I get to be a small part of it.
So after we found out that Corinne had NF at 6 weeks old, I started doing as much research as I could for the NF local chapters. Then I went to the national level and found the CTF, which I absolutely loved everyone in the staff there, and had an immediate bond. And our life today, and has been for the last 17 years, is trying to find a cure for NF. To find a cure, we need to have more research, and so that's why we put out there the $2.5 million match. We wanted to have the best researchers and the doctors in the world help us find a cure, and the only way to do that is with money and love, compassion.
When I was in school, playing football and studying, you learn pretty early on that you can do a lot more than you think you can. You just have to set your mind to see.
I know that they, meaning my sister and my parents, have been very passionate about for a long time. And I think it's just the fruits of their labor taking root now.
Our life has been very blessed because we've always seen a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's never turned out to be a freight train. We're very fortunate that we have kids that can have the benefit of the good fortune they've had and still be humble about it.
And we're so honored to accept the Humanitarian Award. We were almost blessed to have NF in our family, so we could meet so many new people and friends and family and work together as one to find the cure for NF.